Hello, Virgo. Getting ready to do a love reading for you for February 2023 using the Akashic Tarot. Of course, this message is meant for you whenever it finds you. This is the Akashic Tarot, in case you're interested. I'll also be clarifying with the Everyday Witch Tarot. And I do like to read from the guidebooks because these cards have so much detail and information. I like to share all of it. Spirit and angel guides, keepers of the divine white light, keepers of the Akashic records, ascended masters. What are the messages for Virgo, please? What are the messages for Virgo in love for February 2023, or any time they may see this message? Thank you, Spirit family. Thank you for the messages for Virgo. 3 cards, please, for Virgo. 3 cards for Virgo. Thank you, Spirit. First card out. 18 up in the air. Next card, number 5, Hilarion. Third card, 1 of Forces, the Akashic Field. And on the bottom of the deck, 3 of Forces, the Bird's Nest. I will now clarify with the Everyday Witch Tarot deck. And I ask the Spirit and Angel Guides again, clarification for the cards for Virgo, please. Akashic Masters, Ascended Masters, Keepers of the Divine White Light, Keepers of the Akashic Tarot, Akashic Records. What are the messages for Virgo? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for Virgo. On the first card, number 18 up in the air, we have the 9 of Wands. On number 5, Hilarion, we have the Devil. On the Akashic Field, we have Death. And on the bottom of this deck, the 2 of Wands. Pardon me, and thank you for your patience. Your first card is number 18, up in the air. I'm going to try to give you the opportunity to see the detail on the card. This is one of the major arcana in the Akashic Tarot. It reduces to 9. Pardon me once again. Thank you. And this card reads, a man and woman gaze with anticipation at a hot air balloon in a bright blue sky. The balloon flies high above the hills, and the contents of the balloon's basket are hidden from view. During this time of your life, there are aspects of an important situation that seem hidden to you. You may feel a strong, almost urgent desire to know how it's going to turn out. You can connect with your spirit guides in the Akashic Records and ask for a little insight, but there are elements that are unknown and at this time unknowable. There is too much about this situation that is still up in the air. This could be due to the influence of others who are undecided, or some events may not yet have come to pass, or unexpected discoveries are yet to be made. Trust is the only way for you now. If you push too hard to know or to influence the outcome, you might push that outcome away. Let go of all urgency and give the situation to your higher, infinite self, who will take care of it all. Time is required to know more about this matter, and time does not matter to your eternal self, whose power and love are always with you. That's the best love that there is, Virgo. You have to love yourself before you can love anyone else. Time doesn't matter to your eternal self, whose power and love are always with you. The spirit within you, the eternal self. For now and indeed forever, what else do you need? Nothing but trust, the deepest knowing that all you seek will be revealed to you in the right time. The Akashic force for this card. Take a deep breath and fill yourself with the power of trust. An outcome you seek drifts in the distant sky, and though you don't know when it will be realized, peace is yours completely. You know that it's on its way. And this is clarified by the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands, of course, is very much on the defensive, as we can see. But she's still standing. And so the lesson of this card is you may be battered and bruised, but you will survive to fight another day. Or maybe you won't have to fight another day at all, and that might make for a nice change of pace. I like how these cards are summed up and somewhat different from traditional Rider-Waite tarot. But even though things are up in the air right now, you're still standing, you're not giving up, and you can't give up, obviously. Because why would you do that? You can't give up. Things are too much up in the air. There's too much to do, too many things left to see. So once more, before I put these cards down, take a deep breath and fill yourself with the power of trust. An outcome you seek drifts in the distant sky, and though you don't know when it will be realized, peace is yours completely. You know that it's on its way. I have the feeling some of you are trying to depart a situation, Virgo. Possibly. And there's so much up in the air right now. You can't see how, but there will be made a way. And if anyone is dealing with anything dangerous, peace and love to you, and very careful travels and Godspeed. Your next card is Hilarion, number 5. Also a major arcana, clarified by the Devil. And this card reads, This is a very powerful card, by the way. Seen here with spirit and the implements of study and scientific discovery, Hilarion is a powerful ascended master and a wonderful connection to the font of information that the Akashic records hold. He is the master of research, science, truth, healing, logical mind, concrete knowledge, and spirit communication. So if you've been thinking about pursuing an endeavor in these areas, now's the time to start. Like the angels and other masters, Hilarion is always available to you, and receiving this card upright is telling you that his assistance is close at hand. If you are working on a project that requires research, a strong academic approach, and attention to detail, it's full steam ahead. It's time to open to this master's energy if you have a job that involves any type of evidence detection and drawing conclusions from that discovery. These types of jobs include scientific research, mediumship, forensic activity, the law, medical testing, and more. These and similar activities should be on the rise for you now. This is the time to bring a logical approach to all your pursuits. Hilarion is right there with you, blessing you with his help, clarity, and direction. The Akashic force for this card. Close your eyes and sense the Master Hilarion beside you. Feel your energy lift and your vibration quicken. Notice a new mental energy of alertness and easy understanding. Your mind is open like a boundless sky, and everything becomes clear and bright. Bring that brightness to any issue in your life that needs clarity now. And this is clarified by the devil. Number 15, a major arcana as well. And of course the devil is about temptation, sometimes letting those vices, those weaknesses and those temptations get the better of us. Sometimes it's resisting that. Sometimes it's giving in, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's holding strong. So, interestingly enough, speaking about some of you potentially trying to get out of a relationship or leave a situation, the first passage about the devil in the Everyday Witch Tarot, this is slightly different from the Rider-Waite Tarot, if I didn't mention, but still generally the same. The first passage reads, "The devil you know isn't necessarily better than the one you don't." So I think you could be absolutely trading up for something better, and you're perhaps finally getting out from under the thumb of a devil, perhaps. It's not, a devil that comes from the outside world. That is easy to fight. It's easier than the reality. The reality is the devils that we create for ourselves. Addiction, codependency, obsessions, unhealthy relationships. We cling to things, and that makes things seem scary and hopeless, but they are not, and this card isn't. We often hold on to the devil that we know because it's more comfortable than what we don't know. We're comfortable with the negativity and dysfunction, and we're used to that. And the idea of starting over and creating something better is terrifying sometimes. But you can do it. You can do it. You chose this devil, and that's not an insult at all. It's, if we believe that the power of attraction, we're living the lives that we've manifested, now. If we manifested something years ago, we're living it now. It's what we're thinking about now, we're manifesting later. We manifested the devil that we have now, potentially. You can choose to say no more. You chose this devil at some point, and you can choose to say no more. So perhaps it's what does the devil stand for in your life? What is holding you back? And are you looking clearly at all aspects of your life? Relationships, jobs, patterns, in love, in thought of behavior. What are you clinging to? Things that you know that harm you but may be difficult to let go of. If there's a person who's bad for you, perhaps it's time to stop kidding yourself about their intentions. But this card is telling you have the power to change for the better. And Hilarion is definitely here to give you clarity, to offer you clarity. The Akashic Field, the One of Forces, is actually clarified by the Death card, which of course we know is transformation. This is a beautiful card. I love the artwork on these cards. The number 1 of Forces, the Akashic Field, reads, like the Akashic Field, the Aurora Borealis flows with energy and brilliance as charged particles from the sun interact with atoms in the Earth's atmosphere. The 93 million miles from the sun to the Earth is nothing compared to the limitless consciousness of the Akashic Field. All information, power, energy, and experiences vibrate within this realm of unending truth and possibility, and every bit of it can be yours. Receiving this card upright tells you that amazing opportunities abound at this time, Virgo. You can increase and accelerate the experience by opening the doors to the Akashic records. Your life force energy resonates with the universal synchronicity now, so you can explore the records and receive exactly the information that you need and the energy that can help you. Engage in this pursuit with a conscious focus. Write your intentions and ask for inspiration. Meditate on the Akashic Field and visualize your goals. The universe is ready and willing to align with your heartfelt desires, and now is the time to make this happen. The Akashic Force. Close your eyes and imagine yourself entering the boundless and brilliant Akashic Field. It's almost as if you're stepping upon the Milky Way, and all its stars roll out before you, offering their light and power. Feel this profound force igniting your dreams and lighting your way. That is an awesome card, Virgo. Awesome. And with Hilarion to bring you the clarity to go with that, you can move mountains. You can do anything. This is clarified by the Death card. So, again, I'm being led to think that I'm intuitively feeling that someone out there could potentially be trying to get out of a situation. And you have to do what's right for you and the best way to do it. So if someone is trying to leave a situation, please be safe. But again, death has to occur at times for new beginnings. It's important for one door to close in order for another to open. So keep that in mind, that the death card doesn't have to be scary. But, obviously, when one door closes, another opens. And you have to let go of one thing to make room for something better. You've got to let go of one thing to make room for something better. So once more, I'm going to read this Akashic Force for this card because I think it's important for you to hear. To close your eyes and imagine yourself entering the boundless and brilliant Akashic field. And if you've not heard of the Akashic Records before in the Akashic field, search it on YouTube. Google to find accurate information about it. There are many books, there are many articles, and it's a font of information in and of itself, but just make sure what you're finding is accurate. Back to this. It's almost as if you're stepping upon the Milky Way and all the stars roll out before you, offering their light and power. Feel this profound force igniting your dreams and lighting your way. I always like to read the card that's on the bottom of the deck. I feel it offers additional insight as well, Virgo. And for you, it's the Three of Forces, the Bird's Nest. And the card that was on the bottom of the Everyday Witch Tarot was the Two of Wands. Whoops. Well, we'll look at that after. That works better. Thanks for your patience again. The Three of Forces. And they pertain to wands, actually. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but forces in this Akashic Tarot actually pertain to wands, so action. The Bird's Nest. A strong, sturdy nest cradles a new family of birds as the babies are fed. This card represents the force of creativity and expansion. When you receive this card upright, it is a signal to focus on starting new things or expanding. Wow. Wow, Virgo. Perhaps your business, your network of friends, or indeed your family. There may be some effort involved. The nest has to be built, and you will need to be open to the additions coming your way. Children may be forthcoming. You may be renovating your home, or perhaps you will be hiring new employees or opening new business locations. Whatever it is, it will be well worth the effort, for the expansions you make will bring great joy. Spiritual expansions may be in store as well. It's never too late to widen your network of spirit family, friends, and guides. The rewards of that kind of expansion are limitless. I just have to say, this card has told you to open up to Hilarion for clarity, opening up to that knowledge, that spirit family, and talking about expansion. Very nice, Virgo. The Akashic Force for this card. Close your eyes and see yourself feathering your nest. What sort of things need to be put in place in order to support the expansion that lies before you? Careful planning, Virgo, and something that, of course, you are very good at. You are very good at, aren't you? The Two of Wands clarifies bird nest. And so that is, making a decision, contemplating your options. So basically, which one pulls you most strongly? Figure out what your options are Figure out which one you're most drawn to and go with that option. Sometimes we can get lost in analysis paralysis, Virgo, correct? Sometimes you have to make a decision and go with it. That was a pretty intense love reading for you, Virgo, but again, connect with Hilarion, seek the clarity you need, tap into the Akashic field. Also, clarity you need, answers. You can find them there. I would like to conclude your reading by pulling a couple of affirmation cards for you. Thank you again so much for your patience. If you have enjoyed this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. The first card I'll be pulling for you is from the Universe Has Your Back deck. And the next card will be from the Work Your Light Oracle cards. Thank you, Spirit and Angel Guides. Thank you so much for the messages today for Virgo. Thank you for the wonderful, powerful messages for Virgo. Two final affirmation cards, please. What is the affirmation for Virgo? Thanks so much again for watching Fortune's Wheel Tarot. All are welcome here in this space. Love and light to you. Strength on your journey. Oracle message for Virgo. Oh, I pulled two. Okay. When I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. And the second card, I recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose again. I choose love. Two beautiful cards, Virgo. Beautiful cards. I'm going to leave that one on the front there for you for just a moment and pull out just a bit so that you can see just a bit more. Thank you again. I appreciate you being here with me tonight, today, whenever this message finds you. Final message for Virgo tonight, please. Spirit and angel guides, keepers of the divine white light, keepers of the Akashic records, ascended masters. Thank you so much for the messages for Virgo. Final message for Virgo, please. Thank you, Spirit and angel guides. Final message for Virgo. Whoops. Sorry about that. Beautiful final message for Virgo. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change. These messages are just so synchronous tonight. This is a beautiful card as well. And I have a feeling this is a powerful message as well. What is not aligned or needs to change? What in your life is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? What are cyclic beings in a we are cyclic beings in a constant state of change, of evolution, of growth. Change is one of the only certainties in life. When you resist your cyclic nature, you resist life and feel stuck. Many of us have learned to be who the world wants us to be, but there comes a time when it is harder to hold on to this facade than it is to embrace who we truly are. Wow, Virgo. I'm feeling you right now, my friends. To surrender to how we have changed and align life to that way of being. Let me read that once more. Many of us have learned to be who the world wants us to be, but there comes a time when it is harder to hold on to this facade than it is to embrace who we truly are. To surrender to how we have changed and align life to that way of being. That can be very difficult, Virgo. If you pulled this card, you are being called to let go of who you once were, or the things that you once defined yourself by, the job, the relationship, and the mask you wore, and to embrace who you truly are now. To courageously step into the person that you came here to be in full authenticity. To embrace your weirdness and your uniqueness. Perhaps you have outgrown some relationships or circumstances, and it's time to reassess and bring all the parts of your life into alignment so that they are congruent with who you truly are today. The Work Your Light inquiry. What in your life is not aligned or needs to change? Wow, Virgo. That was an intense reading. I think some of you are in deep transition right now, and my thoughts and prayers go out to you. I truly appreciate you staying here with me, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for joining me today, Virgo. If you liked this reading, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Love and light.